Okay, we're at the corner of Salem Road and Church Street in Archbald, Pennsylvania right now. And we're about to do the Salem Road climb, which according to Komoot is a 400-meter climb. It's 6.2 kilometers total distance. And right now it's 16 degrees out. So perfect weather for a climb like this. The weather is great. The sun is out. I think I'm a little bit solar powered. But we have 77 meters on the dial already, 13.8 kilometers getting here. So at the end of the climb, we'll see if it actually is 400 meters. So stick around. Alright, as you might have guessed, I did make it to the top. It is not 400 meters climbing, at least not according to my Garmin. It's actually only 397 meters of climbing, but it was a wonderful climb. The hardest part was the first 1.5 kilometers, and it starts at the corner of Church and Salem in Archbald, Pennsylvania. The first 1.5 kms are the steepest. There are mostly 14-15%. There is one short stretch of 17%, and it's 1,500 meters of pure misery. The first, until you get past the U.S. Route 6. Once you get past that, there are stretches where it's 10, 11, 12%, and at that point, a lot of it, I would say, is about 8 to 10%. And then right at the top, the last 500, maybe 800 meters, is just 2, 3, sometimes 5%. So it's a really enjoyable ride right at the top of the hill. The funny thing is that after you ride the first 1.5 Ks at 14, 15%, something like that, anything that's under 10% seems almost like a vacation, which is kind of weird because before I started riding hills, anything that was above 5%, I always interpreted it as some kind of ridiculous amount of work. What you're watching here, by the way, is the descent from the top. I think I mentioned once before in another video that I don't like to record the climbs anymore because when you do it on the bike, usually what you end up is a lot of video of the handlebars on the bike just weaving back and forth. Sometimes when you're going at a very slow speed up a very steep hill, the bike does move, the handlebars have to move back and forth just to maintain your balance. So it's not very good video when you're climbing and moving like that. So I stopped doing it. If I want to film my climbs from now on, I'm going to have to get somebody that will actually help me and stop along the road and film me as I'm going up, with a big smile on my face and looking as Tour de France-y as I can. But I like to film the descents, which is a lot easier. The camera is on the handlebar. The bike is much, much more stable because you're traveling at a faster rate of speed. So as you can see, it doesn't look like it's wobbling all over the place. The only thing about descents is I think they're harder than the climbs. The climbs are hard in terms of effort, but the descents are hard in terms of concentration because they're dangerous. I don't like going downhill at a fast speed, and in another video I know I mentioned that cyclists who just sit on the bike and smile all the way down to the bottom of the road, you cannot do that on a hill like this. And if you look to the right of the screen, you'll see the so-called shoulder. It's not really there most of the way, and once you get just a few inches away from the shoulder, you're actually in a ditch. It's not like it's a gradual unpaved area that you can ride in. You can't. You're either on the road or you're crashed along the side of the road in the ditch. So the descents are very dangerous. I do not like going down the hills. A few days ago I was riding up Dundas Hill, which I made a video about last year, I think. Actually, I'd made one this year also. You can see those videos by clicking the box on the top of the screen. Dundas Hill is a 4.2 kilometer ride with 250 meters of climbing. And I did that the other day with absolutely no problem. I was amazed at how easy the entire climb felt, and I was very pleased with that. So it must mean that as we get into September, a couple of months of riding and climbing has really paid off. So that's the reason why I decided this morning to give the Salem Road a try. This is the first time I've been up this hill. And when you look at it on Komoot, it's a long climb, and it has a lot of steep parts, especially at the bottom, like I mentioned. So I was a little bit afraid of it. But today was so good. The weather was sunny. It was cool. It was 16 degrees when I started this at the bottom. And when I finished the ride and got back to my house, it was 21 degrees. So it was very cool. It was nice, very little humidity. It was just a great day to be on a bicycle. The road surface on this climb was really good. The only bad part about it, like I mentioned earlier, was that it is lacking shoulders. There really are no shoulders on this road. There are even some parts that if you go just 2 centimeters off that white line, you're in a ditch. It's a 5-6 inch drop. There is no shoulder to speak of. But another saving grace of this entire road is that there's very little traffic. If you haven't already subscribed, this is a great time to do it. I'm going to let this go until the end of the descent, and it will take you right down into Archbald at the corner of Church and Salem. Thanks for watching. I'll show myself out.